Good morning. My name is Geovani Rodriguez, and I am part of the team that we developed the Nextcloud Client for Linux. Today in this video, I would like to show you how to install Qt Creator, which was the development tool that we use to develop for Nextcloud Client, and then I will show you how to open a Nextcloud on Qt. And if you guys want to start messing around or developing new features, this is the way to do it for Linux, basically. So on here, I create a really good guide. You guys will be able to see it. I will make sure to include the link in the description below, so you guys will be able to take a look. So in here, basically, it's a 5-step guide. So the first one, of course, is going to be installing all necessary tools and libraries. This will include installing Qt Creator and all the Qt development packages, and then all the necessary libraries. Then I will go and show you how to clone the Nextcloud repository, then how to prepare the build, since we have to run the CMake in a build type debug to be able to actually code on it. And then we'll be able to open an Qt Creator, build and run. Basically, I did include an optional step here if you guys want to do it. This covered the whole number one step. Well, what I did is I did create a script that will install all libraries and applications that you guys may need. If you guys don't want to go and mess around with your terminal, you guys just clone this and execute the script, and then I will do all the installation. Something really easy to do. If you guys want to approach in this way, feel free to do so. It will be the same. Before we start, something to clarify here. I'm using Ubuntu 23.04. If you're using an older version, it will work. If you're using a newer version, because you're seeing future, it should technically work because packages and libraries will be technically the same. And if you're using any other Debian-based system like Fedora or any other, it will work too. So let's get it started. So first step we always need to do is install necessary tools and libraries. Um, on here, let me tell you something, guys. This is extremely simple. You have to copy all these commands that I show you here, and then paste this in your terminal. I won't do it because it's extremely simple step. I will just show you and explain what each of these will solve. So, for example, of course, you always, when you're installing something Linux, so we always have to check that our system is up to date. So I'll just install an upgrade. Then we will install the basic tools. These basic tools, it's a build essentials. We install Git for us to be able to clone the repository. We install CMake. Since we open the CMake on Qt Creator to be able to execute the Nextcloud client. Then we proceed and install Qt Creator and all the necessary Qt5 development packages. This one is actually extremely important. The most important here, make sure that you install all the Qt development packages. Again, you just have to copy these, paste it in your terminal, and let it do their work. Then finally, we proceed and install necessary libraries. On here, I did include 2 or 3 libraries that you guys may not need, like Inkscape and Oxygen. But these are really good to have since you're messing on with UI components and everything. So these are really good to have too. So I decided to include it here. Again, just copy each section that I show you here. Literally, just copy this, paste this in your terminal, and that's the way you do it. Simple. For you, it may actually take a little bit longer since we'll install everything. For me, it's already installed, so I really don't need to go and spend a lot of time installing here. But again, just copy and paste each of these one, and you guys will be ready to go. Okay, so once that everything's installed, Qt Creator and all the development packages and all the necessary libraries, you guys will have something like this. So this is all our applications. Basically, we don't need any of this one for now. Besides that, you guys will be able to access this from the application. The one that we'll be using in a second is the same Qt Creator app. All right, so once that the application or library is installed, we just have to go on the repository. Let me clarify something for you guys. So this one here is the official Nextcloud repository here. All right, this is the official repository for Nextcloud. Feel free to come and clone this one if you want. Something to have into consideration, and it was what we did in our team. We really wanted to clone basically repositories. So what we did was we get the repository, we did a fork version of that repository, and it was the one that we work on, the one that will show you how to install. But feel free to either get this one or the official Nextcloud repository, whatever it will fit better for you guys. And remember to do your own forking if you guys will be implementing feature, developing new features, and you guys want to save those changes, right? Another clarification I wanted to here, the current version for Nextcloud is 3.10.1. If you guys wanted to work in an older one or may want to take a look, just use guys to click here on master, and you guys will be able to clone whatever repository that you want from here, maybe double version, I don't know, whatever. That's up to you guys. For this purpose, I will show you how to clone the one that we're working on for you, which is this one here. This is technically the same Nextcloud, official Nextcloud repository that we did a fork version, and then we implemented new features here, okay? And again, the way that we do it is actually explaining here. Let me show you how to do it. We basically navigate to the folder that we want on the repository. I almost always do it on my desktop. Feel free to do so on whatever file location that you want to save this clone repository. Then we just go here and do here git clone. And if you guys want to clone either general or version, you just gotta go here with say code, copy this link, and then you just go with the terminal, paste that link. So it's gonna be git clone and the repository that you guys are cloning. And then there you go. You're gonna be able to clone, you know, thing here. Not a problem here. So you guys will something like this in your desktop. Okay. All right. So once that is done, so the next step is actually prepare the build. So this how it works is that for us to be able to actually develop on Qt Creator, we have to run the CMake on debug. It will actually allow us to make changes, and then once those changes made, run the program, apply those changes for us to be able to see, right? This is actually extremely simple. You just copy this link here. My apologies for this command here. Then you make sure, guys, that you go to your clone repository, right? Once you're in your clone repository, open the terminal again, double check that you are in the correct one, and then paste this line. Then let it do their job. This actually won't take longer. What we'll do is we run the CMake, we install a few apps that will let us open it and be able to develop certain features, right? All right, so once that this is done, we're almost ready to go. So we will actually have open it in Qt Creator. So remember, this was the first one that we used, the one that we used clone. Oh, we used this one, which is the one that we were on your team, but it's basically the same, guys. So basically the way that we do it, and I explain everything here, you guys will open Qt Creator. This one won't be here, so you guys will go to projects, then we'll go to open, and then we'll go to the official folder location where you guys put it. Something important here, guys. So you guys, once you are in the folder, you guys will have to make sure that you look for the cmailix.txt. The reason why I told you this, for this version of Ubuntu is really simple, but for people who use Fedora, for people that are using modern versions of Ubuntu, you guys will actually have all the files here in the folder, and it will be a mess. So if that's the case, guys, just make sure to use for this specific file, cmailix.txt, and you guys click open. To be honest with you, you guys are almost ready to go. So you guys can actually go in and start implementing new features from here. My recommendation before you guys install new features and go and take a look in the code, first guys, run the project. This will actually build it, and you guys will make sure that everything is running smoothly. For you guys, since you guys will be running it for the first time, it will take actually a little bit longer. It will take a few minutes. For me, since I built it once already, it is, it's extremely fast. Then once you build your project, you guys will go here, client. We'll take a look here for Nextcloud specifically, and we click display button. This will actually open your Nextcloud repository, then you guys will be able to go, add your account and, do cool things with them. Two clarifications before we end here, guys. So you guys will be able, once that you guys do here, we'll be able to mess around and do new free implementation. If you go to GUI, seriously GUI folder, you guys will be able to see all the C++ file, the UI file, everything will be from here. If you guys implement a new feature before for you guys to be able to see, and make sure that you build again your project. Remember, every time that you implement a new feature, build your project and then do the same thing. Open it here on Nextcloud, and then you guys will be able to see a new feature. As easy as that. And last but not least, something to clarify: every time you guys implement something that you like or wanted to save your change, let's say that you guys did a fork version of that, just make sure that you go to your fork version, open it in terminal, and then just save your changes on GitHub. Basically, just apply new changes that you did, and that way you will have all new changes done. And that's it, friend. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you.